morning, peeps. I'm up, but not really awake yet. Going to the dentist this morning. Joy of joys. I'm in H&M and I've just found this hat. It totally looks like Tom Baker's doctor hat, doesn't it? Hang on. Doesn't it? I really like it. I managed to get an appointment to get my hair cut, so I'm on my way to go and do that now. So that's exciting. I got my hair cut, but it dried really fluffy, so it's really fluffy. Because of course, you've seen how I prepare my hair. You've seen that I have a specific routine that I have to follow from shower to it being dry. And if I don't follow it to the letter, it goes fluffy. So obviously the hairdresser is never... I never leave the hairdresser with hair the way I like it because of just the way they have to cut it. They have to cut it wet, but then while they're cutting it, it's drying and drying and drying, but it takes so long to cut it that by the time it's finished, putting hairspray in it is not going to help. So it's really fluffy and I need to have a shower, but if Stuart's coming over later and if we're going to go swimming, then there is no point having a shower now. I can just have a shower when we're finished. So it's just... I'll just have to put up with the fluffiness right now. I'd been wearing a hair scarf to sort of tame it and keep it away from my face because I'm back on the knitting. So... But it looks good. I'm really pleased with it. It will look really nice once I've got it unfluffified. when I wash it properly and hairspray it properly, I think it'll look really nice. It's very similar to the way I had it done the last time I had it done. And then I'll grow it out again. Probably won't be able to get it cut again for a long time because I'm going to be a poor impoverished student in a few months. So probably won't be able to get it cut. So it'll end up being really long the next time I get it cut. And it'll be like a proper lion's mane because it gets huge when it gets long. So that'll be fun. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks really nice and it's nice and light and it's all off my neck, so I'm a little less hot when it gets hot, so that's good. I'm happy with it. Oh, and by the way, my dentist appointment went fine. No fillings, no nothing needed. A couple of to watch teeth, but nothing needs dealing with now. So that's good. That's a real improvement, considering, you know, a year or two ago I was going in, every time I went in he'd say, oh, that needs filling, oh, that needs filling, oh, you know, keep an eye on that, that needs filling. And it's just like, now I'm going in every 6 months and it's just like, yeah, it's fine, we'll keep an eye on that, but it's fine. So that feels good. Good trip to the dentist. Right, back to the knitting. So Stuart came and went. I forgot to film any of that evening. He arrived and we had dinner. We had pizza. It was yummy. And I had a bit of a headache. I think that was what stopped me, or sort of what gave me a bit of sort of absent-mindedness, where I forgot to film anything. I had a headache to start with, and then after the headache had gone, there were very few moments where I felt like I wanted to film, or felt like I could film. My friend, or rather Claire's friend, came over to pick up a few things. Her sister is learning to drive, so she came up to pick up some of my old theory books and my driving theory DVD. And I jokingly, when she was asking me if she could have it, she asked, oh, how much do you want for it? And I said, oh, don't worry, it's yours if you want it. But you know, if you want to pay me in chocolate, that's fine. It was jokingly said that, and I didn't actually expect her to do that, but she gave me a massive bar of dairy milk, and I was just like, awesome, thank you. And then, yeah, so my evening was pizza and television. What did we watch? What did we watch? I don't even remember. We watched CSI, that's what we watched. We watched CSI, and then Stuart hadn't seen Monty Python's Dead Parrot sketch, so we got that on YouTube and watched it, and I enjoyed it. I think Stuart enjoyed it, but yeah, it's a very silly sketch. And then he went home. That's pretty much what you've missed. And now I'm going to bed. My hair is really, really fluffy. And in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do is jump in the shower and do my hair care routine, because if I don't do that, it ends up like this. So that's job one tomorrow, before I go out in the afternoon to meet friends who I haven't seen for a good while. These were friends that I made in primary school. We occasionally met up, sort of. I tried to make it an annual thing, but you know, with sixth form and stuff, things kind of got in the way, and we didn't get a chance to do it last year, or at least I maybe forgot to organise it last year, so we haven't seen each other for a couple of years now. But it should be really good fun, because we all know what we're doing with ourselves this coming academic year. We all know what universities we're going to if we're doing that. We all know what gap years we're doing if we're doing that, etc, etc. So it'll be really fun to see them and find out what everybody's doing and just catch up. This little group is a really nice bunch of people, so we're meeting up in the park and then we might go to the pub. I suggested lunch, but now that we're all poor impoverished students, I'm not sure we're all going to be able to afford it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, and hopefully I'll be able to film some stuff. I always say film. None of this is film. This is all digital, so I should say record rather than film, because we don't use film anymore. Not really. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. That's pretty much it. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to say good night. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this face. Please click like if you like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, tell me what you think, all that jazz. And you will see me tomorrow as always. Good night.